Dame Judi Dench has long been regarded as one of Britain's most respected actresses, a woman whose performances in both theatre and film have captivated audiences for decades. With a career spanning over 6 decades, Dench has earned her place as an untouchable icon in British entertainment. Known for her ability to command Shakespearean roles, her poised elegance, and her sharp wit, she has often been seen as an impervious figure, immune to the petty conflicts and egos that affect so many in the industry. However, as she approaches her 91st year, Dame Judi has begun to reflect on her experiences in a more candid light. Beneath the accolades and the respect lies a career marked by difficult moments, painful betrayals, and relationships that left scars. Moments that she quietly walked away from, never to return. Harvey Weinstein, the first significant betrayal came early in the 2000s when Dame Judi Dench found herself in a meeting with Harvey Weinstein. At the time, she was in the midst of an award season campaign, and she questioned why her work was being framed around her age and fragility rather than her craft and power. Weinstein, known for his manipulation and arrogance, responded by dismissively telling her, "Judi, leave the thinking to us. You just show up." Instead of reacting in anger or starting a public confrontation, Dench calmly stood up, ended the meeting, and walked away from any further dealings with Weinstein. She refused to work with him or be involved in projects connected to him, even when his influence in Hollywood was at its peak. Dench had already seen through his facade long before the world knew the full extent of his actions. Daniel Day-Lewis, the coldness of method acting. Another painful experience for Dame Judi Dench came with Daniel Day-Lewis, the renowned actor famous for his commitment to method acting. While working together on a project, Dench found herself subjected to his intense and often alienating approach. Day-Lewis, determined to remain in character at all times, refused to acknowledge her as a person on set, avoiding eye contact and ignoring her attempts to engage in discussion. When Dench calmly reminded him, "Daniel, I'm speaking to you, not the character," he remained silent, further emphasizing his commitment to his character over human connection. Dench later reflected on this experience, stating how difficult it was when someone refuses to acknowledge you as a human being. This behavior, while common among method actors, created an irreparable rift between the two, and Dench quietly decided never to work with him again. Kenneth Branagh. A moment of public dismissal. Dame Judi Dench's relationship with Kenneth Branagh, a once promising collaboration, was also marred by a painful public dismissal. At the height of Branagh's fame, they were working together on a Shakespearean project. During rehearsals, Branagh publicly dismissed Dench's interpretation of the role, implying that her method was outdated and belonged to an older generation. The moment, witnessed by the entire cast and crew, shifted the power dynamic in a way that Dench found deeply uncomfortable. She felt that her carefully crafted approach to acting, honed over years of experience, had been belittled in front of others. The respect she once had for Branagh disappeared in an instant, and while the collaboration continued professionally, Dench withdrew from working with him again. There was no loud argument or public feud, just a quiet withdrawal that spoke volumes. Maggie Smith. A friendship that ended in silence. Perhaps one of the most heartbreaking moments in Dame Judi Dench's career came with her longtime friend and fellow actress, Maggie Smith. Their friendship had always been one of mutual respect and admiration, both on and off the stage. However, during a tense rehearsal, Smith made a sharp comment that cut Dench deeply. "If you want to direct the play, Judi, just say so." It wasn't delivered as a playful jab or a witty remark, but as an accusation, leaving Dench feeling publicly undermined. The comment froze the atmosphere in the room, and although both continued to work together professionally afterward, their personal connection never fully recovered. Dench, known for her grace and quiet strength, chose not to address the comment openly, but instead distanced herself. The friendship that had once been a source of joy now lay quietly in the past, never to be revisited. Steve Coogan. The dismissal of her craft. In another instance, Dame Judi Dench worked alongside comedian and actor Steve Coogan. While Coogan was known for his humor, Dench found his dismissal of her serious approach to acting troubling. During a table read, when she began discussing the emotional structure of a scene, Coogan jokingly brushed her questions aside, reducing her thoughtful input to overthinking. Later, he suggested a rewrite of her monologue, arguing that the project needed less lecture. The comment made in front of the cast was an insult to Dench's dedication to her craft. Rather than getting upset, Dench quietly closed her folder and withdrew from the conversation. Her response wasn't one of anger, but one of silent judgment. She realized that respect was no longer present, and once that respect was gone, she chose not to fight for it. She simply walked away, leaving the project behind and never looking back. The quiet walkaways, a signature of Dame Judi Dench. What stands out about these moments in Dame Judi Dench's career is not the drama or public confrontations, but the quiet way she chooses to walk away from disrespect. Unlike other stars who might engage in loud public feuds or dramatic breakups, Dench has always opted for silence. Her strength lies in her ability to remove herself from situations that no longer align with her values, without ever resorting to petty arguments or public spectacles. She doesn't seek to reclaim the respect that was lost, she simply chooses not to engage with it any longer. This method of withdrawing from toxic or unprofessional behavior rather than confronting it head-on has become a signature of her career. Dench is a woman who values integrity over ego, and when faced with situations where respect is no longer present, she quietly moves on, leaving behind no trace of conflict, but a lasting impression of dignity. The legacy of a quiet icon, Dame Judi Dench's career has been defined by more than just her remarkable acting talent. It has also been shaped by the way she handles adversity. She has faced personal and professional challenges, from dealing with difficult co-stars to navigating the pressures of a career that spans over half a century. However, what makes her truly stand apart is not just her unparalleled skill on stage and screen, but her ability to navigate the complex world of show business with grace. She has become a quiet icon, a woman whose strength and dignity speak volumes even in the absence of confrontation. The moments when she quietly walked away from those who dismissed or humiliated her are just as much a part of her legacy as the countless roles she has played. In choosing silence over conflict, Dench has shown that sometimes the most powerful response is simply to walk away.